Hello, champ. Congratulations on clearing the NOS Level 1 exam. Welcome to India's most awaited and award-winning Olympiad finale, the NOF Champions League. We've prepared 4 sample papers, 40 questions each, with 3 video solutions to help you perform your best. Watch carefully, take notes, practice, and excel. Here is your science sample paper with solutions.
Hello students, welcome back. In this session, we are going to solve sample paper 4 of NOF Science Champions League class 7. So I'll explain you all the 40 questions in detail. So let's begin with the question number 1. Question number 1. Match the following terms with their functions in plants. Chlorophyll, xylem, phloem, and stomata. Functions are absorb sunlight, transports water, transports food, and gas exchange. So now let's approach this calmly. Each plant part has a specific function, and when we match absorption, transport, photosynthesis, and support with the correct plant parts, the chlorophyll is matched with absorbing sunlight because the task of chlorophyll is to absorb sunlight, and the task of xylem is to transport water. The work of phloem is to transport food, and the work of stomata is exchanging gas. So this is A, B, C, and D. So our correct answer which matches this pattern is option number B. Our next question is question number 2. A farmer notices that his legume crops like peas and beans are growing exceptionally well and have a deep green color compared to previous years. Which of the following is most likely reason for the improved growth of the legume crops? A. Increased rainfall in the region. B. The use of chemical fertilizers. C. The presence of beneficial bacteria in the soil. D. A new variety of high-yielding legume seeds. The correct answer is option C. So here the key word is legume. Legume plants have root nodules, and these nodules contains beneficial bacteria called rhizobium. They fix atmospheric nitrogen and enrich the soil. That's why the crops look greener and healthier. Our next question is question number 3. Which structural adaptation in the small intestine increases nutrient absorption? A. Presence of villi and microvilli. B. Secretion of enzymes. C. Muscular contractions. And D. Connection to the large intestine. The correct answer is option A. So the small intestine absorbs nutrients. To increase absorption, it needs more surface area. And villi and microvilli increase the surface area many times. Because of the structure, nutrients enter the blood efficiently. So option A is the correct answer. The next question is question number 4. Assertion. Saprophytes decompose organic matter into simpler substances. Reason. They require sunlight to carry out their nutrition. A. Both assertion and reason are true, and the reason explains the assertion. B. Both assertion and reason are true, but the reason does not explain the assertion. C. The assertion is true, but the reason is false. And D. Both assertion and reason are false. The correct answer is option C, because saprophytes break down dead and decaying matter. So the assertion is correct. However, they do not need sunlight for nutrition. They absorb nutrients from decomposed matter. Hence, the reason is false, making option C the correct answer. Our next question is question number 5. Jute stems are soaked in water and then dried in the sun. What changes occur during the process? A. Fibers are separated from seeds. B. Fibers are separated from the plant stem. C. Fibers are cleaned and dyed. D. Fibers are spun into yarn. Here the correct answer is option B, because jute stems are soaked in water and this process loosens the fibers. After drying, fibers separate from the stem and seeds are not involved here, so fibers are separated from the stem is the correct answer. Question number 6. A textile company is looking to develop a new type of fabric for athletic wear. The fabric needs to be lightweight, strong, and moisture wicking. Which type of polymer fiber would be most suitable for this application? A. Nylon. B. Rayon. C. Polyester. And D. Cotton. The correct answer is polyester, because athletic wear must be lightweight and strong. It should also remove sweat easily, and polyester has moisture wicking properties. It is also durable and flexible. So the polyester is the correct answer. The next question is question number 7. Weaving is to fabric as spinning is to dash. A. Yarn, B. Loom, C. Fiber, and D. Fabric. The correct answer is yarn, because spinning converts fibers into yarn and weaving converts yarn into fabric. So spinning is related to yarn in the same way. Understanding the sequence make this clear. Thus option A is the correct answer. Our next question is question number 8. A student accidentally spilled lemon juice on her blue shirt, causing the blue color to fade. Which property of the substance caused this reaction? A. Lemon juice is a base. B. Lemon juice is acidic. C. Lemon juice is neutral. And D. Lemon juice is salty. The correct answer is option B. So lemon juice contains citric acid, and acids can react with dyes. This reaction causes color fading. So the acidic nature is responsible for fading of the color. Our next question is question number 9. Match the pH values to the corresponding substances. Substance are lemon juice, soap solution, water, and stomach acid. Approximate pH is 1, 3, 2 and 10, 3, 7, 4 and 1. So acids have low pH values and bases have high pH values, and neutral substances have pH around 7. So matching each correctly gives us lemon juice is 1.3. So this is lemon juice is to 1.3. Soap solution is to 2.10. This is the soap solution. Water level is 3 to 7. Yes. And stomach acid is 4 to 1. Yes. So this matches the correct answer to option number A. Our next question is question number 10. Which of the following food materials does not contain acids? A. Apple sweet lime, B. Curd vinegar, C. Baking powder cucumber, and D. Tamarind and tea. The correct answer is option C, because apple, curd, vinegar and tamarind are acidic. Baking powder and cucumber are not acidic, so they do not contain acid. Hence option C is the correct answer. Our next question is question number 11. A farmer added powdered lime to his crop field. What is the primary reason to do so? A. The soil was too basic. B. The soil was acidic. C. The soil lacked water. And D. The soil had excess salt. The correct answer is the soil was acidic, and powdered lime is basic. It is added to acidic soil. This neutralizes the acidity and balances pH, improves crop growth. So option B is the correct answer. Our next question is question number 12. Purva left milk at room temperature for 2 days while going for a track. After returning, she found the milk turned sour. What change has occurred? A. Physical change due to temperature. B. Physical change due to evaporation. C. Chemical change due to bacterial action. And D. Chemical change due to cooling of milk. Here, the correct answer is option C, because milk turns sour due to bacterial action and new substances like lactic acid are formed. This change cannot be reversed, so it is a chemical change. Hence option C is the correct answer. Our next question is question number 13. Which of the following statements about rusting is true? 1. Rusting is a physical change. 2nd, rusting requires the presence of oxygen and water. 3rd, rusting forms a new substance called iron oxide. 4th, rusting can be prevented by applying oil or paint. So here, rusting needs oxygen and water. It forms iron oxide, a new substance, and painting or oiling prevents rust. But rusting is not a physical change. So statements 2, 3 and 4 are correct. So our option B. Our next question is question number 14. Condensation is to physical change as combustion is to A. Slow change, B. Chemical change, C. Reversible change, and D. Temporary change. The correct answer is chemical change, because condensation is a physical change and combustion forms new substances. That makes combustion a chemical change. So the correct relation is option number B. Next question is question 15th. When an iron nail is dipped in copper sulfate solution, the solution changes color. What does this signify? A. Iron dissolves in the solution. B. Copper sulfate evaporates. C. Copper is deposited on the nail. D. Iron reacts chemically with copper sulfate. The correct answer is option D, because iron is more reactive than copper, and it also displaces copper from the solution, and copper deposits on the nail. This shows a chemical reaction. Hence option D is the correct answer. Our next question is question number 16. A person uses a convex lens to read small letters in a book. What property of light is being utilized? A. Reflection. B. Dispersion. C. Refraction. And D. Diffusion. The correct answer is option C, because a convex lens bends light rays, and this bending is called refraction, and refraction helps form a magnified image. So refraction is being used here. Our next question is question number 17. Question number 17. A small village faces frequent power outages which disrupt daily activities. The village decides to use solar panels to generate electricity for lighting. The panels are installed on rooftops where they are exposed to sunlight throughout the day. Which factor is most important for maximizing the electricity generation from the solar panels? A. The area of the rooftop. B. The angle at which the panels are tilted. C. The number of people using electricity. And D. The material used to build the rooftop. Here the correct answer is option B. Why? Because solar panels generate maximum electricity when sunlight falls directly on their surface, and proper tilting ensures that the panels receive maximum sunlight throughout the day, and this increases the efficiency and also total energy produced. Therefore the angle of tilt is the most important factor. Question number 18. If the switch is replaced with an iron nail and the circuit is closed, what will happen to the bulb? A. It will shine brightly. B. It will not light up. C. The battery will get damaged. And D. The wires will overheat. The correct answer is option A, because iron is a conductor of electricity, and replacing the switch completes the circuit. Current flows easily, so the bulb lights up. Hence option A is the correct answer. Our next question is question number 19. Which of the following is not a property of light? A. It travels in a straight line. B. It bends when passing through different media. C. It speeds up in denser media. And D. It can be reflected from surfaces. The correct answer is option C, because light slows down in denser media. It does not speed up, and reflection and refraction are true properties. So option C is the incorrect option. Our next question is question number 20. A person walks 3 meters east, then 4 meters north, and then 5 meters west. What is the total distance traveled by the person? A. 10 meters, B. 12 meters, C. 3 meters, and D. 7 meters. So distance is a total path covered. Add all movements. 3 plus 4 plus 5. That gives 12 meters. So our correct answer is option B. Next question is question number 21. A cyclist rides from point A to point B, covering a distance of 50 meters in 5 seconds. The cyclist then turns and rides back from point B to point A in the same time. What is the total distance covered and the displacement of the cyclist? A. Total distance is 50 meters and displacement is 0 meters. B. Total distance is 100 meters and displacement is 50 meters. C. Total distance is 100 meters and displacement is 0 meters. D. Total distance is 50 meters and displacement is 50 meters. So here the cyclist goes from A to B and back. Total distance is the full path, that is 100 meters, and displacement depends on start and end point. Since both are same, displacement is 0. So our correct answer is option C. Total distance is 100 meters and displacement is 0. Our next question is question number 22. Which of the following graph represents uniform motion? Graph A, graph B, graph C, or graph D? Here the correct answer is option number A, because uniform speed means speed is constant. In a straight line, direction is also constant. So velocity remains constant. Hence option A is the correct answer. Our next question is question number 23. If an object is moving with uniform speed in a straight line, which of the following is true about its motion? A. It has zero velocity. B. Its speed is increasing. C. Its velocity is changing. D. Its velocity is constant. The correct answer is option number D. Why? Because uniform speed means speed is constant. So in a straight line, again from question number 22. Question number 22. Which of the following graph represents uniform motion? Graph A, graph B, graph C, or graph D? Here the correct answer is option B, because uniform motion shows a straight line and distance increases evenly with time. So graph B shows this pattern. So it represents uniform motion. Let's move on to the next question, that is question number 23. If an object is moving with uniform speed in a straight line, which of the following is true about its motion? A. It has zero velocity. B. Its speed is increasing. C. Its velocity is changing. And D. Its velocity is constant. The correct answer is option D. Its velocity is constant, because uniform speed means speed is constant, and in a straight line direction is also constant, so velocity remains constant. Hence option D is the correct answer. Our next question is question 24th. While walking in a park, you notice that the grass is drying up in some areas where people frequently walk. This is an example of A. Natural adaptation, B. Soil erosion, C. Habitat destruction, and D. Environmental balance. The correct answer is habitat destruction, because repeated walking damages the grass and natural habitat gets disturbed. This is the habitat destruction. So option C is the correct answer. Our next question is question 25th. There is oil spill in the ocean. Which organisms are most directly affected in the initial stages? A. Deep sea fishes. B. Coral reefs. C. Phytoplankton. D. Surface dwelling birds and marine organisms. The correct answer is option D, because oil floats on water, it directly affects surface organisms. Birds and marine life suffer first. So surface dwelling organisms are affected. The next question is question 26th. A factory releases untreated wastewater into a river. Over time, the oxygen levels in the river drops drastically. This process is A. Bioaccumulation, B. Eutrophication, C. Decomposition, and D. Acidification. The correct answer is eutrophication, because wastewater increases nutrients and this causes algal growth. Oxygen level drops due to decomposition and this process is called eutrophication. Our next question is question 27th. Find the mismatched pair. A. Air pollution to smoke formation. B. Water pollution, industrial discharge. C. Soil pollution, planting trees. And D. Noise pollution for loudspeakers. Here the mismatched pair is option C, because planting trees improves soil. It does not cause soil pollution, and other pairs are correctly matched population causes. So option C is the mismatched. Our next question is question 28. In animals, the process of digestion starts in the mouth. Which enzyme is responsible for breaking down carbohydrates in the mouth? A. Pepsin, B. lipase, C. trypsin, and D. amylase. The correct answer is amylase, because digestion starts in the mouth and saliva contains amylase. amylase breaks down the carbohydrates. So option D is the correct answer. Our next question is question 29. In a sealed container, a plant is placed under a light source for several days. After some time, the oxygen level in the container decreases and carbon dioxide increases. What process is responsible for this change? A. Respiration, B. Photosynthesis, C. Transpiration, and D. Germination. The correct answer is respiration, because plants respire all the time and respiration uses oxygen, and in a sealed container oxygen reduces, so respiration causes the change. Our next question is question number 30. A fish is placed in water with low oxygen levels. The fish will start showing signs of distress. Which life process will it be unable to perform effectively? A. Respiration, B. Digestion, C. Assimilation, and D. Ingestion. The correct answer is option A, which is respiration, because fish breathe through gills and low oxygen affects respiration. Without respiration, survival is difficult. So option A. Our next question is question 31. Assertion: cactus has spines instead of leaves. Reason: spines help in photosynthesis. A. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason explains assertion. B. Both assertion and reason are true, but reason does not explain assertion. C. Assertion is true, but reason is false. And D. Both assertion and reason are false. So here, cactus has spines instead of leaves, and this reduces water loss. And spines do not help in photosynthesis. So assertion is true, but the reason is false. So our correct option is option C. Our next question is question 32. If global temperatures rise significantly, which adaptation in animals might become ineffective? A. Camouflage of a snow leopard, B. Webbed feet in aquatic birds, C. Long necks of giraffes for feeding, and D. Hollow bones of birds. The correct answer is option A, because camouflage works with snowy surroundings and rising temperatures reduce snow covers. So camouflage becomes ineffective. Hence option A is the correct answer. Our next question is question 33. Match the following animals with their habitats: camel, penguin, monkey, and yak. So here, camel lives in desert and penguins live in polar regions. So polar regions, and monkey lives in forests. So monkey lives in forests, and yak lives in mountains. So this matches desert, ocean, forest, mountain. No. B says forest, desert, mountain, ocean. No. C says desert, polar region, forest, and mountain. Yes, option number C is the correct option. Our next question is question 34. Farmers wait for the monsoon season to sow paddy. Why? A. Paddy needs low temperature to grow. B. Paddy requires waterlogged fields. C. Monsoon brings frost needed for paddy growth. And D. Monsoon has no role in paddy cultivation. The correct answer is option B, because paddy needs lot of water and monsoon provides waterlogged fields. This supports paddy growth. So option B is the correct option. Our next question is question 35th. Which of the following is a global impact of frequent cyclones? A. Increased coastal tourism. B. Increased greenhouse gas levels in the atmosphere. C. Destruction of coastal biodiversity. And D. Reduction in global ocean temperatures. The correct answer is option C, because cyclones damage coastal ecosystem. Plants and animals are destroyed, and this reduces biodiversity. So option C is the correct answer. Our next question is question 36th. Assertion: cyclones are more frequent in coastal regions. Reason: warm, moist air over ocean leads to low pressure systems. A. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason explains assertion. B. Both assertion and reason are true, but reason does not explain assertion. C. Assertion is true, but reason is false. And D. Both assertion and reason are false. Here, cyclones form near coasts, and warm moist air creates low pressure, and this leads to cyclone formation. So both statements are true and are related. So reason explains the assertion and both are true. So our option A is the correct answer. Next question is question 37th. Which of the following differentiates a tornado from a cyclone? A. Tornadoes form over water, cyclones form over land. B. Tornadoes have a larger scale than cyclones. C. Tornadoes form over land, cyclones typically form over warm oceans. D. Tornadoes occur in cold regions and cyclones occur in warm regions. Here, the correct answer is option C, because tornadoes usually form over land and cyclones form over warm oceans. This is the key difference. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Our next question is question number 38. A small plant is placed in a room with a transparent roof and no windows. What happens to the plant in absence of sunlight? A. The plant will die because it cannot carry out photosynthesis. B. The plant will grow faster because it is in a sealed environment. C. The plant will continue to grow but at a slower rate due to limited sunlight. And D. The plant will stop growing due to lack of oxygen. Here, the correct answer is option A, because photosynthesis needs sunlight and without it, food is not prepared and plant cannot survive for long. So the plant dies. Hence, option A is the correct option. Our next question is question 39th. You observe that a solid material dissolves in water, but when it cools, crystals of the material appear again. What can you infer about this material? A. The material undergoes a chemical change when it dissolves. B. The material undergoes a physical change when it dissolves temporarily. C. The material remains chemically unchanged after dissolving. And D. The material forms new bonds when it dissolves. Here, the correct answer is option B, because the substance dissolves on heating and it reappears on cooling. So here, no new substance is formed, so it is a physical change. Our next question and last question is question 40. A substance is heated in a closed container and pressure builds up inside. When the substance cools, the pressure decreases, but no change in the substance itself is observed. What can you conclude about this process? A. The substance undergoes a chemical change due to pressure changes. B. The substance has changed its state, but the chemical composition remains the same. C. The pressure is irrelevant to the state change of the substance. And D. The substance forms new bonds under pressure. So our correct answer is option B, because heating increases the pressure and cooling reduces the pressure, but the substance remains the same. Only state changes, not composition. So option B is correct. So student, that's complete our sample paper 4 and you have done excellent till now. Keep practicing and all the best for your exams.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more useful content.